Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. We're due for an Isaac run. I know the mouse pointer's on the screen. Does this bother you? Comments? Does it bother? There you go. Yeah, thank God we've got an Isaac run. We played as Samson last time. That was a nightmare and a half. Why? We won. We won that run. I can't be too salty about it. We got the D20 at least, which is a good-ish item. Holy shit, you're really gonna give me Lemon Mishap right off the bat, huh? Well, we'll reroll the crap out of that and get Monstrous Tooth. How amazing. May end up using that to beat the boss. We'll see. I just want to try something here. Could I maybe get 2 bombs if I put this down here and then leave and then come back in? Don't fuck me. Hey, that actually gave us 2 bombs, which means now I can hit up this Tinted Rock down here. But yes, last run was just tedious. We had very little damage, but an extraordinary amount of health, which basically meant that it was impossible for me to die, especially with the wafer as well as the Polaroid and permanent Polaroid invincibility, because I did have exclusively Spirit Hearts. But yeah, it also was just a little tedious, but we won, and it was our 3rd win in a row, so I feel pretty solid about that. That being said, I would love it if the D6 actually allows us to pick up some, you know, maybe better offensive items here, some items that might actually allow me to have some fun while winning, if that's even a possibility. Very easy first floor here. Really hoped Gluttony would give me a little bit of an extra bonus in terms of HP, but that's okay. Just by using that bomb trick, I already feel like we've done a pretty good job here. So we'll fight the boss. It'll give us 1 more reroll. Obviously, the ideal... Oh, I jumped like right at the last second to not get hit by that bomb. The ideal payout for us on this floor would be like an HP, tears, or damage upgrade from this boss, or maybe something like the crate, which I would probably still take as well. Followed by me re-rolling Monstrous Tooth into something that is not absolute dog shit. So we'll just kind of hang out on the other side of the map. We'll let Widow do what Widow does, and he'll jump over here. He'll kill his own units, which is nice. And if I can just stay on this side of the map, then I'll never have to deal with those nubs. And we all know avoiding your problems is the best way of dealing with them. Ooh, caused a little bit of an issue here, potentially. Just keep going. We're almost done with it. There we go. And that'll do it. Very easy first floor, played relatively adequately as well. We get an HP upgrade, which is step 1 of our plan coming to fruition here. And then finally, please be a half-decent reroll here. We'll pick up Monstrous Tooth in case I didn't already, reroll it again, and we get another HP upgrade. So I would say all turned out for the best here. No real offensive upgrades, but 2 HP should be something that we can transition into a damage upgrade at some point in the future, whether by way of a deal with the devil or otherwise. I'm not even sure what otherwise would be in this situation, really putting all our eggs in that deal with the devil basket. But we are only on the 2nd floor as well, so it's not really prudent necessarily for me to start talking about the things we absolutely need to win right now. So getting a golden key here is it's a very interesting pickup. We have no money, so the shop's not going to be worthwhile, but we're going to go to it anyway because we can, and maybe we'll get enough money. We can certainly get 5 cents there for the cost of a bomb if we want to. Do we? Maybe. At the very least, at least we won't end up spending another key to get into the item room on this floor, which means that we can use that key to get into the item room on the next floor in case we don't get any here. Which would be bad, but not beyond the realm of possibility. So, at the worst case scenario, that golden key is worth a key because we're not going to use the key to open the item room. That's what I was trying to get at in a bit of a convoluted way. Still a pretty easy fight there, and nothing there. So we'll take our free bomb. 5 cents is not going to be able to, not going to be enough to buy anything, but 15 cents would be, and 7 cents might be. So we don't really need that much more money than is currently available, I think. We'll have to use 1 bomb for it, which is a 5-cent value, but, you know, I actually think bombs are probably worth a little bit less than 5 cents if you want to, if you took, like, an analysis of the value that they typically provide. There's another bomb and another key, and actually 2 of clubs here is nice as well, so we now technically are at 8 or more bombs, depending on when I choose to use this. Maybe later, maybe earlier. Kind of unfortunate that we've gone in the wrong directions here to thereby make it so that I can't really use my reroll effectively. And in fact, the first room we found of any importance here is our shop, which is, oh, that was bad damage, but which is worthless for us as of right now with literally 0 money. Maybe he'll drop a dime, just another key. There's a battery in there. Battery's a pretty good pickup, but if we end up leaving this floor without getting it, I'm not going to be incredibly disappointed. I think the battery is, it might actually be now. I used to love it, and I still kind of, I still think it's pretty good, but I used to think it was, like, the best, like, spacebar augmentation you can get. I think that clearly goes to Nun's Habit now for its interactions with things like the blood bank. Not to mention just taking damage, but I do think the 9 volt is actually better, too. So Rusted Key, I'm going to pick it up, but it actually doesn't provide you with any value at all, mathematically speaking, so we'll see how our rerolls are going to shake out on this floor. We'll definitely just take Blood of the Martyr for the damage upgrade right off the bat, assuming that is actually what it does, and I haven't been led astray. Let's see what we've got in our boss room here. Very tempted to just pop 2 of clubs and then use 1 bomb to kill at least one of these Larry Juniors here, but I don't think it's totally the most important thing in the world to make sure that happens. If we just fire kind of perpendicular to them and they continue to kind of stay on the same lines that they are right now, we should be able to take them out very, very easily without putting ourselves in much risk at all. But if they take one right turn, one wrong turn by my standpoint, I suppose, then that could start to present some problems to me. But assuming that they... Oh, God, they almost did it. Assuming they stay in... Oh, what the fuck, man? I was so well hidden. Please tell me they didn't cost me a deal with the devil right there. It didn't. We get Squeezy, which I'll probably end up, definitely end up picking up. We'll also take the Pact. Might reroll this. Calm and Cold, we'll take it. And we'll take Squeezy as well. So obviously, yes, this is a big floor with respect to losing HP, but we also picked up some Spirit Hearts. Really fast rate of fire now, as you can see. And, yeah, I think it's good news. Calm and Cold's a decent pickup as well. I like it at least. We can bomb our way into a secret room down here. It's got 6 cents. I really should have used 2 of clubs earlier than this. I apologize. Was there another bomb in here that I could just get for, like, free or for the cost? Oh, it was a live bomb. Okay, yeah, I really should have used 2 of clubs earlier. That's all right. Maybe we'll save it and we'll be able to get even more value out of it later. I'm going to use 1 bomb, and I'm going to use it, like, here, just in case there is a... I know I could have used 2 of clubs there, just in case the second secret room was there. Which it wasn't, but so be it. And actually, you know what? We can't buy anything in the shop anyway, so I don't know why I thought that idea was so smart, but sure, the battery's gone. There's a Spirit Heart and a Tarot card in there. So be it. We'll just leave. And I think this floor has turned out very well for us. Lots of damage, lots of tears, upgrades. That's about it, but good enough. And we did get, we saved some keys at the very least. And Common Cold is going to be a nice little damage over time booster for us, and our damage just improved greatly as a result as well. So, feeling pretty good about that, even though I did botch this 2 of clubs usage. Probably won't end up being a big deal. And you know what? Demon Baby, totally solid upgrade in its own right. I think I'm totally content taking this, and I'm feeling pretty good about the way things are going so far. That shop is looking pretty juicy, pretty tantalizing. I would hazard to guess that we will probably have a decent chance to pick that up. The golden chest as well, maybe, if that's the kind of thing that we're into. I'd rather not use a key to do it, but maybe we'll get the ability to fly somehow on this floor. More HP is obviously pretty important for us right now, but we may or may not have the opportunity to make that happen. It's so nice being on the 3rd floor of the game and already having, like, substantially more damage. 2 of the same pill is very interesting as well. Double the value, or... well, here's the good... Getting 2 of the same pill on 1 room is actually amazing, because if it's 2 bad pills, it's only 1 bad pill, right? But if the pill's good, then it's guaranteed double the effect, because there's no reason we would take a bad pill twice. So if we have to get 1 bad pill, I would rather get... Or if we have the chance to get 1 bad pill, I would rather get 2, just so I can, you know, maybe get twice the good effect. And this is a health downgrade, and this is another reason why this is pretty good. Now we can just pop this health upgrade, and effectively we lost 1 red heart there. No big deal. And now we know that there's a health downgrade pill in the rotation, but it didn't cost us anything to learn it. Pretty nice. Now, still need some money. Don't necessarily want to use a bomb to try to find the secret room, given that I don't really have very many bombs right now. That being said, we could use 2 of clubs if necessary. I think what we could do is maybe toss 1 bomb down, like, right here, and then do, like, this thing. I mean, I shouldn't have come down here and fought these enemies first, but it doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things. So we'll do that, and we'll get another pill, and I'll take it. Don't be bombs or key. I took pills and ate them, that's fine. And then this should have a larger explosion, maybe get Tinted Rock in addition to that chest, and that's exactly what it did. Mind you, oh, we actually got bombs out of it, so I feel better about that now. Okay, let's put a bomb down here. And nothing. Probably should have used 2 of clubs again, but I'm saving this to basically be 2 reserve bombs we can use in the clutch, I suppose. Oh, that's not the secret room either, huh? Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Maybe we won't go to the shop on this floor. We've gotten 0 cents, which is a little surprising. Very disappointing. But we'll see. Fistula, pretty easy boss fight. It's the, like, blue version of Fistula, which means it will explode into bomb flies, which is actually going to make my life a little bit easier as long as I can avoid actually getting hit by the explosions, because they'll do some crowd control and make my life a little bit easier. Demon Baby almost killed that bomb fly right next to my face, which would have been bad for business. Maybe a deal with the devil. Maybe a deal. No deal with the devil. We got a range upgrade instead. Wonderful. We'll re-roll the shit out of that. I almost picked it up. That would have been a disappointment considering we got meat afterwards down to the next floor. I'm not thrilled with the way that floor went for reasons that should probably be obvious. That being said, what's done is done. It's not, I didn't really make any big mistakes, I think, except maybe botching 2 of clubs again, but whatever. On this floor, money is not going to be an issue because we can gamble our life away on that blood bank, and that stands a pretty good chance of giving us an HP upgrade. So we'll just try to keep that kind of in our mental map right now because as of right now, obviously, I don't really want to do that until I find out if there's a boss trap room, see where the major rooms are, and I have a reroll that I could use. And we will reroll Ouija board. Get the relic instead. Those are 2 pretty good items, and I did second guess myself a little bit for re-rolling Ouija board, but the relic's definitely better. I had no idea the relic was going to show up, but it is definitely better. But Ouija board as well. I like it, but it's also kind of annoying, right? It makes it really annoying to use, or to shoot poop and fire, and we'll probably have a good chance to get Spirit of the Night at some point. That's pretty common, etc., etc. So I definitely want to go to the shop on this floor, but I do want to do a little bit more exploration, get a reroll ready for that boss room, possibly a deal with the devil right afterwards. And I'm very, very happy with this run. After that, like, 62-minute run that we just had as Samson, where I never did any damage but still won regardless, which I shouldn't sound so salty about, but it was a good win in some ways, and in other ways a little bit of a boring one. That's okay, though. Takes all kinds to make up a series of nearly 800 episodes of almost an hour long each. Good lord, what am I doing with my life? But yeah, now that we are getting ready to be able to fight the boss, because we'll have a D6 ready, we'll do that. But yeah, damage-wise, very excited. Tears-wise, very happy. I think this is a good run so far, and we've also gotten pretty lucky by fighting some of the easiest bosses in the game, like this one, for example. Common Cold is a little bit of an... I don't think it's underrated. I think it's just doesn't show up all that often, so people forget about it. But it is one of my favorite Deal with the Devil items, because it's kind of quietly gives you some serious damage over time. Really helps out. Now, HP upgrade will take for sure. Almost just want to get Krampus in here so we don't have to trade any health for anything. There's no Krampus, and I'm definitely not taking Guppy's head for 2 hearts. To be fair, it would be Guppy's head plus whatever I reroll it into, but neither of these are particularly worth it, I would say, in our current state. So be it. We will continue the quest to find a boss trap room as well as the shop, which is of critical importance here. We're gambling on the blood bank either way because we want the HP upgrade. And, well, there's the boss trap room, so that's pretty much what we were looking for. We'll just get rerolls available for it if possible. And we're getting back to the point where 2 of clubs may actually be a worthwhile choice for us to use. But first things first. We'll kill all these spiders in about a second here. This has been a pretty easy version of the catacombs, to be honest with you, despite the fact that I just took damage there. Might have been the first bit of damage that I've taken on the entire floor, and there's the relic working out nicely for us. And there's the shop. So we'll see what we got going on here. We have 3 rooms that potentially could use rerolls. Obviously, that would be the... oh, man. That's some money there. Obviously, that would be the shop, the boss trap room, and if we get an IV bag from the arcade. But that's going to sort out one issue here. We're going to be fighting greed, which is actually, you know, good but bad, right? It's bad because we're not going to be able to buy an item, but if he actually dropped the Steam sale, then we would have the opportunity to get a free shop item. That being said, he dropped money, which means now we only have 2 rooms, which potentially require a reroll. Maybe only 1 if the blood bag takes too long to pay out. So, we're gonna... I mean, I'm not gonna look for the secret room on this floor just because... Curse of the Lost, basically. Curse of the Blind. One of these days I'll remember that. So we're trying to get down to 1 heart here. If it's gonna pay out with the blood bag, I'm not gonna be too salty about it, but, well, we can make ourselves get down to 1 heart this way. We will go down to a half heart just to make sure that we can, you know, get as much money as possible. And ideally, I want to reroll that IV bag, but we'll go to the boss trap room first, just in case there's some... I don't know. If the blood bag, or if the IV bag automatically rerolled to the blood bag, I would always do it, but instead... You know what? We will end up rerolling the IV bag because we have a wire coat hanger in here, which is a pretty good item, especially when every one of my tiers has an increased chance, or has a chance of doing poison damage. Firing more tiers gives us more poison damage over time, so... I think that's a really good pickup for us. I'm very happy with it. We killed that guy when we weren't even firing. Well, we were firing, but we weren't hitting him as a result of that poison damage over time. So I think we've got a pretty good offensive run here, and hopefully we reroll IV bag into something that's actually worthwhile. More than enough health on this floor, and this floor has been pretty good to us as well. in the form of the items it's given us. Relic in particular, I guess. And we get technology. Technology, it's interesting. We're firing very, very quickly, and it's a poison laser. If anyone's tired of me picking up technology, I apologize, but it's one of the most fun items in the game. And it's not necessarily OP either, so I kind of don't know where you're coming from, to be honest with you. It's a fun item, and it makes every run a little bit better, I would say. Not every run. It depends on the items you have, admittedly. But I'm really happy it stacks with Common Cold, mostly because now we have a green laser. That's pretty rare. And I think we're doing roughly the same amount of damage, maybe a little bit less, but we're firing more often, and we've got infinite range, so that's okay in my books. Rainbow Baby is an interesting proposition here. I think it's a pretty good familiar, but is it a pretty good item? Not necessarily. Let's try something here. We'll place one bomb here, walk out, walk back in. Is the glitch going to work out in my favor? It is indeed, and I can pick up 3 bombs for the cost of 1, and then 1 bomb. We'll pick up 2 here. Or 0, okay. I'm not... Oh, God, I trapped myself. Alright, that was really smart of me. And you know what? Let's just use 2 of clubs right now. 18 bombs is enough for me to feel pretty happy with where we're at, even though that's an unideal usage. Suboptimal usage, whichever the parlance of our times actually is. So we're not in a 1 position at all. We're in a good position, but it's certainly not, it's not 1. If you want to get technical, we basically got like a fast-firing, weak version of Brimstone right now, which is great. That's not me trying to say that we're in a bad position. What that is me trying to say that, you know, we do need some more. Anything that can give us more damage on our technology shots would be awesome. I don't really relish the thought of re-rolling Rainbow Baby in a situation like this, but let's put it this way. What's the maximum upside on Rainbow Baby? Pretty small, right? If we end up losing out on that maximum upside, not that big of a deal. Whereas if we pick up something amazing, the bomb bag isn't it. But if we pick up something amazing, the upside is huge. And again, similarly, what's the upside on taking the bomb bag? Maximum? Maybe 20 bombs total. I don't particularly value 20 bombs on top of 18 bombs that much, so that's why I'm probably going to be re-rolling that if we get a chance. Unless there are more low-value re-roll targets, if that makes sense. Or high-value re-roll targets because they're low-value items. Anyway, so far so good here. We'll see. The shop is something I was very much looking forward to. I really doubt that we'll end up finding greed in here, as we fought greed very, very recently. And you know what? If we get, not from the shop, obviously, but if we, yeah, we'll obviously buy this. If we could somehow end up getting money equals power, I would be so thrilled. Our laser would, like, instantly go from this little dinky size to an enormous size, but it looks like no matter how this floor is, not to mention our damage would go up, obviously. I thought that was implicit, but anyway. It looks like we're going to have room for at least a couple more rerolls on this floor. At least 1, bare minimum. So I might as well try to get that in order. We'll see if we have greed in here. I could use the money, I guess. Maybe. No, just 3 cents, but to be honest with you, that's fairly well worth it as well. And I think, well, we've got 1 more shop remaining. Pretty good chance to fight Super Greed in it. Oh, that was so bad. Pretty good chance to fight Super Greed in it, but the compass would be for the best. That is a speed and shot speed upgrade. I always get it confused with the item that actually gives you the slow. I think that would be Spider Bite, because they both have kind of like a white, sticky look to them. I know that was gross when I said it, but that's okay. I decided to commit. And we'll come down here, and this is basically just to see if there's the boss room down here, because I'd like to get my rerolls in order before that happens, of course. Again, another spell of bad damage there. I have not had a very good floor. Would not surprise me if I don't earn a deal with the devil here. But we do have again this fairly powerful technology, as well as the relic, which I was gonna mention there even before it paid out for us. We got Tammy's head as well, which is, to be honest with you, just another fairly useful reroll target, if I'm being 100% honest. I would rather reroll Tammy's head than reroll that speed upgrade. I would rather take the speed upgrade, honestly. Shot speed is meaningless, but being a little bit faster wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And I'm glad we have conflict in here, because it does mean that I will be able to hit the boss room up quickly. Otherwise, we might have had a little bit of tedium awaiting us, but that's okay. Alright, so let's see how we fare against this boss now that we have technology going here. Obviously, more HP followed by a deal with the devil would be awesome, but let's see. Damage is the other thing that I'm mainly concerned with. Okay, well, now we're going to have to reroll the pony. Do we reroll the pony or Tammy's head? Doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Both of them have 0 value because I'm not going to get rid of the d6 to pick them up. So we'll pick up the pony, put it down, and reroll it. Looking pretty unlikely that we're going to... we'll see about this one. I'll return to that train of thought in a second. Okay, 4 Spirit Hearts is a pretty nice payout. We also have a bad trip, so 3 Spirit Hearts and some fly. We have 3 Spirit Hearts. That's it. That's not a very good payout for a boss fight, but it's better than nothing, and it's not like we're going to get another chance to reroll that, so I'm okay with it. We may get one more reroll, and if we do, we will end up using it on the Tammy's Head, and we'll end up taking that speed upgrade with us. Things are we're losing pace a little bit. We were pretty strong for a while, and to be honest with you, offensively, we're still pretty strong. But I'm starting to doubt the potential of us, winning the game. Please just don't be a self-sacrifice room at the end here. It happens so frequently. Oh, thank God, we actually have enemies to fight. Even if I take damage, this is way more preferable to the other alternatives. So we will have a reroll available. We're able to go to this mob trap room. Obviously, our health is way more than full. And our chest contains a key and a decent amount of money. Should have been more excited about the key than the money, to be honest with you. But I guess it's just like, Pavlovian. When I see like a nickel on the ground, I'm like, yep, even in real life, somebody dropped a soon-to-be piece of double bubble gum. What an idiot. So fiscally irresponsible. Now, keep this going here. More Spirit Hearts, more keys. Also wonderful. So we'll head down and we'll get our speed upgrade, and then we'll reroll Tammy's Head, and medium case scenario, average case scenario, I would hope to get an HP upgrade. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we'll get unlucky. We'll see though, won't we? Inside of here. Oh, I rerolled the wrong item. I'm an idiot. Well, we might as well just test this. There you go. Well, truth be told, that's not that big of a problem. I'm a little bit down on myself now because that was I'll tell you what happened. I think I said, like, in spite of something, and then I started to think of that song from Rock Band 2, what is it? It's by, it's one of the songs from, like, the people that actually work at Harmonix, or it's, they used to, it was in the bonus tracks, that's what I'm trying to get at. And it was like, in spite of me, some sight to see. No, that's Deluxe by Lush. So I started to think of Deluxe by Lush, and I'm starting to realize that this now sounds like the ramblings of a mental patient, but that's okay. And I was like, you know what, whatever happened to Lush? Didn't the bassist or the drummer of Lush kill himself or something like that? And I went down this, whirlpool in my brain, and then, Bob's Your Uncle, I end up re-rolling the speed and shot speed upgrade instead of re-rolling Tammy's Head. Neither of those items particularly useful. If you want to be as positive as is humanly possible, we at least picked up Book of Belial, so if we end up wanting to re-roll libraries in the future, we can. We can do it a little bit faster now as a result of that, but yeah, that was a mistake on my part. That's not me. I take blame for what I do in Isaac that's bad. That is the game spawning me and instantly making me lose a key. But yeah, that's what happened. Truth be told, it's not that big of a deal. I am going to take the Steam sale just because we don't have a reroll available, and we're probably going to have a lot of rerolls that we want to use on this floor. For example, on the Curse Room, perhaps, right after I go through this little endeavor here. We're still in a pretty good position, but I do apologize for that mistake earlier. A little embarrassed about it because I was, like, literally talking about doing something different a second earlier than that. So we'll take our damage here, and that's okay. It was worth it to learn what was in that room, in my opinion. Now we know, and I don't feel as excited about it, but it's good to know. Better to know than to not know, at least. And there's another Spirit Heart and a key for us. Depths Part 2 should be relatively easy, but we are reaching the end of the gravy train when the items are concerned. Wow, no special rooms on these terminals here. That's going to make re-rolling a little bit tedious here, or a little bit difficult, actually. We'll keep those dead ends open just in case they can provide us with an engine for re-rolling in the future. But yeah, we've got one more boss room item. Unlikely, very unlikely to get a deal with the devil after this. Unless we get a Telepills card or something that allows us to leave that mom room after we go through it. We will open the golden chest. Pretty decent payout there, I would say. We don't need the money. And truth be told, we probably don't need the bombs, but we had 7 keys. It's not like we used our last key to open it up, so we're still in a good position there. Here we go. Boss room as well as the shop. Now, as much as I've been spacey over the course of this run, not Kevin, more like Alicia Silverstone and Clueless, which is another apt description, I suppose, of the way that I handled that decision earlier. I should not go to that boss room right away. Portable slot, we're going to buy, and then we're going to put it back down and re-roll the shit out of it. And Book of Revelations, we're going to play, and then, as of right now, we paid 7 cents for 1 Spirit Heart, and we've taken another book out of the rotation as well as a shitty shop item. But we're going to be using all of the re-rolls at our disposal as long as necessary to hopefully get a compass. Or 9-volt battery, none have it. That would be a great name for, like, a speed metal band. You have my permission to make that your name, and I totally promise I won't litigate against you and take, like, 50% of your profits. Name your speed metal band, Nuns Habit 9-volt battery, or battery 9-volt Nuns Habit. Both of those have... I think Nuns Habit at the end has a little bit of a better cadence to it. Be battery 9-volt Nuns Habit. Yeah, that you could be like, oh, dude, I was at the battery 9-volt Nuns Habit show last week. It was fucking totally rad. They played Happy Birthday, but it was like a, 16 times faster time signature. Trust me, it'll work out for you. All right, yeah, that's basically nullifies all concerns I had about this run. Technology plus Polyphemus means we will be one-shotting everything. In addition to all the other advantages that we've had so far, this is humongous for us. I mean, literally, it makes our shot humongous. I don't think it actually makes the hitbox from it any bigger, but I'm thrilled to have it. Polyphemus has been showing up like crazy lately. Why? Beats me. Ask Spider-Man. I'm telling you, it's all part of this ARG to get everyone hyped for Rebirth, dropping better items in Isaac so people enjoy the game a little bit more. Not that they need any help to do so. It's already extremely enjoyable, and, I very rarely have technology plus Polyphemus runs, or technology plus high damage runs, or, I'm going to take Mom's purse. Even though we don't have another trinket to back it up, we'll probably get one. Then we'll just fight Mom right away. Probably should have gotten a reroll first, but no big deal in my eyes. But yeah, now they've been coming fast and furious. Technology, apparently, in the month of April, this is when it, this is Technology's month. This is when it drops like crazy. Definitely should have had a reroll available, although we got a Temperance card. And you know what? If we're going to use a Temperance card, we should probably use it here, because it's going to start costing us double on future floors. So I doubt we're going to get a good chance for a payout here, but I do think this was our best possible chance to use it, so be it, basically. So we're going to get some Polaroid invincibility. Fuck the money for now, not that important. And sure, that gave us a decent number of plays. We'll pick this up again, and we'll start going to town on it. Hey, it worked out for us. So we did end up getting an HP upgrade and a speed upgrade as a result of that magic 8-ball. We made something happen there, at the very least. Now, obviously, we're pretty much one-shotting everything. That's awesome. I think we're in a very winning position right now. The Ankh helps a little bit, I suppose. But we've got to find the boss. We don't have the compass. That's one of the very few... and it is a relatively minor complaint, but one of the very few complaints I have about the run so far. I found pills effectively meaningless. This is not the boss room. Starting to really wish I took Ouija board, actually. Believe it or not, that seems like it would have put us in a much better position. I can't believe I denied myself picking up that 1 cent when it also would have given us the magic number, but that's okay. The hearts die in one hit. That's the most important thing I think I've ever had to say with respect to that enemy in Isaac. Because, man, they're annoying. If you combine what we've got offensively with the relic, I'm firing, but my shots didn't actually show up on the screen for a second there. That was very confusing. Maybe I was wearing polarized glasses or something that were polarized to this neon green light. I don't know. Let's see if we can maybe snag a deal with the devil or something here. Well, I'm sorry about that, Triachnid. That was super easy. Maybe lump of coal? No. We can get the ability to fly. That seems smart. Unfortunately, Whore of Babylon just isn't that useful, and I'm not going to reroll that. Let's save our health for now, reroll this instead, and get an extra HP upgrade. That was a very boring, dad-like decision, but it's going to get the job done for us, I'm pretty sure. You may disagree, but now we effectively have Ouija board, so I'm glad I didn't pick it up. And remember, by not picking up the Ouija board, that actually allowed us to get the relic, so I think everything has probably turned out in its right place here. And that's going to be an arcade, which is surprisingly tempting, to be honest with you, but I don't think there's any... The upside to it is way worse than the... the downside to it is way worse than the upside. So we got a bad trip pill. That's effectively a full health pill. We could use that on the blood bank, but I'm going to save it instead and maybe keep us alive a little bit longer. Seems smart to me. Again, if we could somehow just swing money equals power, I'd be swinging something else, let's put it that way. From the fences. Always seemed like that'd be painful. Or you don't swing from the fences, you swing for the fences. If you're swinging from the fences, you need to get a new baseball coach or something, because he's teaching you some Bad News Bears fucking tactics that aren't going to work out for you once you actually make it to the majors. Now, obviously this is working out fantastically so far. Let's continue moving along. It's incredible amounts of power here. One mere tap of the arrow keys destroys pretty much everything in my path. Yeah, bad trip's like super good. But I almost prefer the idea of taking the Empress card with us, because I doubt Bad Trip's going to be important. We do have the Ankh as like another backup if things go horribly wrong. But I really want to take the Empress card with us and use it on those late game boss fights to see how big the laser gets and how much damage it starts doing. Because that strikes me as something that could be an awful lot of fun. Obviously, we will go to our curse room here. We'll only take 1 spirit heart of damage in the process, and we'll have a good chance to reroll maybe a deal with the devil item. Definitely not picking up 9 lives. Definitely not picking up the shovel. And those are our last chances for rerolls unless I want to backtrack. And you can probably guess by the speed at which I'm making my way through these areas here that I'm not really a big fan of backtracking right now. Actually, you know what? We may have one more chance to get a reroll here. We will pop this open. And sure, skeleton key. I guess that's kind of good timing. If we end up getting a lot of golden chests, maybe we get Guppy's tail from that curse room, then that's fine. And we'll just kind of hold the button down here and everything will die. And weirdly enough, I think this might be the one time in my Isaac series where if you say I'm getting tired of seeing technology plus Polyphemus runs, I can actually totally understand where you're coming from. We are tearing shit up here. We also just got Pinky Eye. I don't know if that stacks on top of the Common Cold, but my intuition says yes. That'll replace Rusted Key, which is worthless, and we do have Mom's Purse, so we can take the Polaroid with us as well. Everything's coming up Millhouse here. We got a Forget Me Now. Everyone always wants me to take the Forget Me Now. Oh, come on, you're not taking the Forget Me Now. It's not exciting if you don't take the Forget Me Now. We lose the D6, and the D6 is way more exciting. You're getting tunnel vision. You're like, hey, do the floor again. You might get one more item. It's worth it. The D6 technically gives you, like an unlimited number of more items, depending on, you know, the augmentations that you have for it and the item pedestals that you encounter. The D6 is like having an a la carte Forget Me Now at any time you want. I would argue the D6 is way more exciting than taking the Forget Me Now once. Having the D6 for a whole run is way more exciting. I don't know why I decided not to take that money. We'll just continue moving on here. I can take that pill risk-free. It's Balls of Steel, which is totally fine. It's not like we're at a great risk of taking damage regardless. Now, this is going to be like the 5th, maybe even 6th win in a row. Maybe it's only the 4th. It's 4th or 5th, I think. So I'm pretty stoked about that. That is, I mean, I owe a lot of it to the luck of the game, obviously. We might as well go through with this. I owe a lot of it to the luck of the game, obviously, and the troll engine actually working out for me. That being said, I'm feeling very strong with my play lately. It looks like these are like 4-shotters on Monstro here. Monstro's got some of the most HP of the early game bosses, so I'm still very encouraged by the quick rate at which we were able to kill him there. I'm gonna guess that in probably like 90% of cases where this floor spawns, Isaac's gonna be on the far left, but we're gonna check. Oh, I thought I could get both in there. It's deceptive because the laser's huge, but we're gonna check the top here just because we're already here. Demon Baby, I think, finished the job there. Thank you very much for that, and that was super easy. We're really tearing ass here. More golden chests is, I mean, if we don't open them, that's us being a big old dinglehorn because we do have 98 keys. And anything that makes our laser bigger is not going to impact our chances of success, which are already probably nearly 100. But it will, you know, make the run more fun. And this certainly makes up for that last run where I got basically no damage. We also got 99 cents without the use of either A, picking up the dollar, which never happens anymore because I don't gamble enough on the slot machine, or B, oh, what do we have here? Friends till the end? Sure, why not? Or B, getting a 2 of Diamonds card, which is very surprising, because that's normally how you get to 99 cents now, is just a 2 of Diamonds card. We didn't even gamble on blood banks that much. It was a very quick run so far. Not that it's over yet. It's kind of not over yet. Shall we use the Empress card here? I want to see what we can get up to with the world's largest laser. And we're not doing an incredible amount of damage, but it's... like, we're not doing an unprecedented amount of damage, but it is pretty incredible. We're already on the 3rd phase of Isaac. We've been hit once. The best part is he's not even firing at us that quickly because our rate of fire is not that incredible as a result of Polyphemus, of course. All right, let's open this up. D20. We had that last run. Magnet is trash. Odd Mushroom. Odd Mushroom is probably takeable. The rest I'm going to reroll. Even though Lard would be more HP, which would be cool, I'm going to end up rerolling it because we don't need it, and we could potentially get something more exciting instead. All of these are pretty bad, so we're going to end up rerolling these as well. We'll make our way down to the secret room area first, but this run, at this point, it's over. We've already won. Feel free to turn it off. I would rather you didn't, but I'll try my best to be exciting. If the only thing that matters to you in these Isaac videos is my chances of success, well, that condition has been satisfied. You will probably be, you'll probably be displeased to know that I beat the game rather than the game beating me this time. I realize I'm getting a little bit cocky. It's okay. That full suite of orbitals certainly doesn't hurt. It's okay. Sometimes I've got to be good sometimes. Otherwise, when I'm bad, it won't feel as real, right? Well, that doesn't make any sense. When I'm bad, it won't feel as earned. That's what I was trying to get at. Do we know what this is? We don't. Bombs are key. Well, now we have 94 bombs. I don't know how we're going to survive with only 26 keys, but I'm sure we'll find a way. So we get Able, Remote Detonator, which takes us up to 99 bombs. And you know what? Let's make Remote Detonator work for us on this one. Let's try to break the game a little bit. We'll place like as many bombs as we can around Blue Baby during our fight, and then we'll blow them all up simultaneously and see if we can win that way. This is oddly like reminiscent of a very recent run we've had, and that's okay. Is Isaac over here? He's not. We're gonna like 3-shot Daddy Longlegs. I'm taking way more damage than I would like to, but we are on, you know, the hardest floor in the game by orders of magnitude. Didn't even check out the secret room. I am ill-concerned with what is in here, but we'll check it anyway. Had a feeling that might be the case. Probably should... yes, okay, give me a second. We should blow it up because it's going to have an item, and I'm not going to re-roll it no matter what it is, but hey, Unicorn Horn, wonderful. We at least checked. Okay, so I could use bombs for other things, but what's the point? Where's the fun in that? Stay hidden here. Oh, when we can hit both of them at once. That's just like a double-decker sandwich of carnage here. That tarot card is very useless, but would be useful if things were dangerous at all. And that's going to be the end of... this is like... Remember on the last run, I was fighting 2 Lokis, and it took me like 10 minutes. And I was like, what am I going to do if I get to the chest and there's 3 Lokis? Turns out, what you do is you just hope for Polyphemus technology, common cold, the mark, etc., etc., and then you just go to town on their asses. So we know where Isaac has to be. That was bad damage, but at this point, I can't. This is how, like, professional athletes like Randy Moss end up, like, going to jail and shit like that. They just get too cocky. They're too good, man. But I'm feeling it right now. It's like, hey, $5,000 fine, no big deal. I'm Randy Moss. What do you mean I'm in... Oh, I'm thinking of Terrell Owens. What do you mean I'm in the Arena Football League? I'm Terrell Owens. Anyway, we're going to... crush you, and you're all dead, and that'll be the end of this room. No? Did I just... Nope, there we go. Alright. I really thought that maybe I might have lost for a second there because the game glitched out. I knew what happened there is, like, we killed the pony and devil at the same time, which very rarely happens, and led to a situation where the game was like, well, where did the things go? Oh, now we've got Mr. Mega, too. It was like, where did the scythes go? And the answer to that question is, I don't know. But... we're done. This is gonna be fun. Let's see if we can kill Blue Baby in one hit. One enormous blast from the Mr. Mega style remote detonators we got going on here. So we'll just place as many of these around as possible. He's gonna shoot some of them away. The big old dick. It's okay. Just keep pushing the bombs back in here, tightening the situation. There we go. Get back in there. Push that like so. We're getting a little hurt. I don't disagree with you. I'm still not... Demon Baby, Demon Baby is the real shit disturber here, isn't he? So we put like 12 bombs down. I'm gonna try to get 20, so that'll take us down to 79. And then I'll try to push all the ones that are kind of out in. Oh god, this is giving me some weird flashes on the inside of my brain. Kind of freaking me out a little bit. Let's just push this in a little closer. That's 20 bombs, but this one's kind of out of commission. So I'm gonna push another one in there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. It worked. And it got real slow there for a second, but that was a fun way to finish that off. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.